closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the linesman. Incomplete, so the ball will get in there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe-tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That's a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 7 yards there and a first down. The Texans at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The wide receiver screen is getting enough blockers in front to create a run. Let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 7 from the 20. This is a counter play. Eckler. And it's still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Looking for 3 yards yards to pick up the first. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here we go. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Whoa. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. You're going to get him. Sometimes you panic as well. Think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, they have a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who can possibly doubt how fast he can run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Half 85, alert.
To the air, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Burrow from his own end zone. Got his man. It's Williams. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow on play action. And this one too low.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. And so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into air throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing the best coverages on 3rd down. So far, on the route conversion, a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On now is the Titans punter. Back deep, Victor Bolden. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's got a man complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this line set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
One advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have the Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Dillon, they try the left side with him.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
That's William Golston there who fought his way in to make the play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
He is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They go back to the ground now with Eckler.
And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good game. That's now 45 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown!
Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through. That's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6 is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action with Burrow.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
11. Gotta go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
A true all-around great effort against the pass today. First interception. Now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Offline, ready?
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run in the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Ekeler with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On one, right?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
After the sack on first down, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we hustle and just eat up plays, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Ekeler. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Ekeler, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. It's going to
Filet,
times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side, it's Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Burrow's throw taken in by Sutton.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man, and again it's Sutton.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow, he completes this to Sutton.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They'll break the run and come up on the lead play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here we go. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And it's a Titans touchdown. Darren Waller from 3 yards out.
And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull